Hi, everybody. Good morning and welcome to Brunch with Brian, your daily live stream. And what does it say? What's our little tagline? Your morning helping of success thinking. So we're getting your mindset right. That's what the point is of these incredible, about 10 to 15 minute incredible Brunch with Brian. Sometimes they're even shorter than that. We always go into some great stuff and we get you in a positive track. I believe. And remember, I've talked about this several times before, but from Think and Grow Rich, where Napoleon Hill says, there's a secret in this book. And I'm never going to say it outright, but by reading through the book, I hope you come to a realization of it. And that keeps you reading. It's like a narrative question is what they call that. So he poses this narrative question, what is the secret? The secret is the law of attraction, is that the way you think and what you think draws things to you. So if you think positive, you draw positive things. If you're thinking negatively, you draw negative things into your life. So it's all about the law of attraction. Like attracts like. And then somebody went on to write the book called The Secret, which was all about action. And so that's what we really believe in, the law of attraction, staying positive and having these great little sessions every day, every weekday to get on the right track. So this is Brunch with Brian. And today, what do I want to talk about today, guys? I want to talk about living with joy. Okay, there's one really easy way to live with joy. What's the easiest way to live with joy? Go on the internet and search for a woman named Joy and get married to her. Then you can live with joy. No, sometimes for some of us, it's hard to live with joy. But that's what I'm really working on. And I think we all want to go through our lives and lead happy lives. And boy, it's challenging. It's absolutely challenging right now. What's the easiest way to access joy, guys? What do I always talk about every single Brunch with Brian? And we always start with it, is our smile. So your smile is the easiest way for you to access joy. And so I want you to have a mantra today. Okay, whenever you're kind of going from one activity to another, usually when you're engaged in some activity, you're focused on that activity and your brain is not just roaming free. But when your brain roams free, for instance, like when you're going to the kitchen to get a snack or something in between your activities that you're focused on, you start to think about your life sometimes. You start thinking, well, am I happy? Is things going well? And you have little guideposts that you sort of go by to feel like, yes, life's going well. One of them is, how much money do I have in the bank? What's this situation? How am I getting along with my spouse? And all these different things. But everything is better when you can do what? Live with joy. Live with joy, live with joy. I put it on twice because it's so important. So when you're doing those little transitions between activities, just use that mantra, live with joy, and smile. Use those two things in combination. That's a very powerful combination. Putting a smile on your face and using that mantra, live with joy. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. I've already talked about it, but we haven't even done our breathing yet. Okay, so let's do our deep breathing, okay, because that will bring joy and that will bring extended life and happiness and good things to you. A lot of physical and mental benefits and emotional benefits to deep breathing. So 3 deep breaths. Ready? Real deep. And let it go. And remember, when you let it go, let all tension, any negativity, anything holding you back today, let that go when you do your deep breathing, okay? Another deep breath. That was a good one. Hold it and... Okay, now remember when I talk about relaxing, it's probably the easiest way to relax, and you can do this during your day, is just do neck rolls. Especially if you're working at a computer, your neck is going to get stiff. So do neck rolls and also neck massage. I don't talk about this enough. I should talk about this a lot, but self-massage. People don't even realize it. I mean, you go and pay somebody a lot of money to give you a massage. You can give most of that massage to yourself, except maybe your back. You can't get your back, but you can certainly get your neck, and that's very helpful. Okay, and that actually will be positive for you. Not just physically, but emotionally too. And your shoulder rolls. So let's roll our shoulders around. Make sure they're loose. And because that's where we hold a lot of tension too. Sometimes you can do this thing where you tense up real tight and then let it go. So you could go like this, tense up your neck and tense up your arms, your shoulders, and then take a deep breath and let all that tension go. So that's good. So now I did want to talk about, obviously, live with joy. So that's a mantra. So what's a mantra? It's just a phrase you repeat. There's a lot of meanings to mantra, and there's religious meanings and all that. But a mantra is just a phrase that you repeat during the day that can stay. It's like an affirmation. A lot of people call them affirmations. So this is like your affirmation for today. And let's really focus on that. Live with joy. Live with joy today. And just being able to access that emotion. Again, how do you access that? Smile. That's the easiest way to access joy, but smiling and thinking of that mantra, live with joy, very powerful combo for getting in a positive state of mind. We like to touch sometimes on special things about the day. Today is July 1, and there's a lot of things on July 1. It's the last day of the first half of the year. It's Canada Day for you Canadians. Hi, Canadians. I love you guys. I grew up in Minnesota right next to Canada. I felt like an honorary Canadian. I played hockey. I was a goalie. Yeah, I was a goalie when I was growing up. So I played hockey. Yeah, and so I love Canadians. Devotion to Duty Day. That's good for our armed services. National Financial Freedom Day. Okay, now that should have been number 1 because that's part of what we're focused on. Part of living with joy is doing away with, purging the worries from your life. And one worry that we all tend to have, because it's the biggest worry of most people's life, is money. Coming up with enough money to do what you want, when you want, and live the lifestyle you want, and just cover your bills, especially now with everything going on in the world. It's a challenge. And so, getting that will enable you to live with joy is achieving that financial freedom. And that's, of course, what we're about too. When I used to watch all the Tony Robbins stuff and read all the Tony Robbins stuff, I'd get all psyched up with nowhere to go. And I never had a vehicle or a path to make a bunch of money. But then I met Ron, so I could use my positive mindset and my belief and my roles, my super successful real estate investor role. Now, remember, I talk a lot about roles, and I'm working right now I'm just finishing up our role control system. And this is a role control success system, life and success system that helps you control your roles and stay in the perfect mindset and a chosen mindset. Most of us wander around, we don't choose the role we're in. We just either fall into it or fall out of it. And at work, you play a lot of different roles. Maybe you're a manager, maybe you're manager me at some point. And sometimes maybe you're employee me. Sometimes you're talking to your boss. Sometimes you're talking to somebody who works for you. That you're two completely different roles in those two different scenarios. So having control of the roles is very important. I'm going to talk a lot more about that. And that will help you live with joy for sure, because I'm going to keep you from getting into the roles. You're going to identify the roles that are holding you back. Identify the roles that you get into. One of them is poor me. And we all have poor me as a role. We all getting into that self-pity mode and feeling like, oh, life isn't fair. Okay, well, life isn't fair, sorry to tell you. And you just gotta, bloom where God plants you. Okay, and so life isn't always fair, but wherever God planted you, you have an opportunity to bloom to the best of your ability. That's what we're all about, helping you reach your potential. And today is the day to do it. It's the start of the second half of the year of 2020. So this is a fresh start. This is a great day to say, I'm recommitting to my goals, and I'm recommitting to this. It's like a summer reset. Okay, so you got a little summer reset here, and then you got you got at least 2 more months this summer to get out there and get business going. Just for fun, I'll throw out a couple more days. It's Early Bird Day. It's International Reggae Day. And it's TV Heritage Day. And you know what? Carl Reiner died last night. And Carl Reiner, talk about TV heritage. He was great, and he was the father of Rob Reiner, but also just a brilliant comedian over the years. The 2,000-Year-Old Man did that with Mel Brooks and was in lots of great movies, and did the Dick Van Dyke Show. Actually came up with the Dick Van Dyke Show and was Dick's boss, and so that Dick Van Dyke's boss in that show. So that's really neat, and Carl Reiner brought us a lot of joy and happiness, and so that's great, and we say goodbye to him. Postal Workers Day and Zip Code Day today. Today, Sgt. Pepper hit #1 in 1967, and Gettysburg was fought wow, today is the Battle of Gettysburg in 1863 was today. I'm always kind of interested about history. But so the focus for today is what, guys? It's using your mantra, live with joy. So let's live with joy today. And even if things aren't going well, you can focus on things that bring you joy. So you know what? A very good exercise, a very good little piece of homework would be just write down, how hard is this? Write down 5 or 10 things that bring you joy. Seriously, I'm serious. So when you are looking, when you're casting about to find joy, you can think of those things on your list, and you can think of those things that bring you joy. And for sure, there's some people that bring you joy in your life. So there should be some names on there, and maybe your doggies bring you joy. Come here, baby. My doggies definitely bring me joy. So whatever brings you joy, let's find that today. Let's feel lots of joy, live with joy today, and be a happy, have lots of joy in your life and smiles. So live with joy, and thanks for showing up for Brunch with Brian, another great one today. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. And then tomorrow we also have Thursdays live with the Wolffs at 7 p.m. So lots of great stuff happening, and we'll be talking to you tomorrow on Brunch with Brian. Say bye, Mars. Bye. Live with joy.